We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.
What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6, Episode 4? I think it's 4. Alright. I have it right in the description box if that's not correct. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because they gave us 2 episodes the first week. So maybe, is it 3 or 4? It's 3. We're on 3. Okay. Anyway. If it's not right, I'll have it right in the description box, okay? So we start this week off, honey. We have Miss Jiggly Caliente, a.k.a. Bianca, went home last episode, and we found out who voted for who. Now, honestly, I pretty much knew that Trinity K. Bonet was not going to vote for Jiggly. She was going to vote for Yara. Now, Trinity, you can say whatever you want to say about how you ain't like how Yara was running around the workroom and acting like there wasn't a care in the world. But let's be clear, there was still a little something in the back of your mind saying that this hoe tried to send me home last week, and it's still a little bit in there. I think it was a combination of the two, but let's not negate the fact that she did have your lipstick up in her bra and she was going to send you home, okay? We also found out that Ginger did not vote to save Jiggly. She voted to send Jiggly home. She was very upset. She said, listen, I know that, when this is filmed, when we see this on TV, I know Jiggly is going to feel some kind of way. She is my friend, but I just felt like y'all deserve to be here more. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If that were me and it was week 1, I probably would have voted for my friend, but call it what you want. So this week, the ladies are working in groups. The guest host is, the guest judge is Tia Mowry. And they are working in groups and they are filming a commercial for like a side hustle type situation. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I could tell by the editing in this episode, I knew who was going home, or at least I knew who was going to be in the bottom, but I digress. The first group, Ru had them line up in by height, so that's how she chose the groups. So the first group was Ginger, Akaria, Jan, and Silky, and they were Rent-A-Queen, right? They were Team Rent-A-Queen. Then we had Raja, Yara, Trinity, Pandora, and they were the Drag Fixers. Scarlett, Kylie, and Eureka, they were the Exorcists. And their commercials were going to be directed by Ross and Michelle. Speaking on the sidebar, have you seen Ross Matthews lately? Maybe I don't know what Ross did. I don't know if he had the surgery or he just got a trainer that is kicking his butt. But baby, Ross Matthews look good, and he is slim and trim. I don't know if y'all have seen him lately because this was filmed a while back. But baby, check him out. He was on Family Feud Celebrity like 2 weeks ago. I said, okay, that's a sidebar. Yeah, go check it out. So, as the teams are in their groups, you know how they do. We see each team working together. Now, Trinity is looking at Yara like Yara is, she was trying to find a really nice name. And, she was like, Yara is eclectic and a little different. And Yara is very much eclectic, different, all over the place, a little ADHD and some more stuff, okay? But they came up with a concept about, the drag queens will fix whatever you need fixing with a little bit of duct tape and a little bit of super glue, right? Like, we got you with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Their commercial was cute. It was a really cute concept. It was consistent throughout. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. They were my favorite. When we actually got a chance to see the commercial, their commercial was my absolute favorite. I thought it was hilarious. Trinity's thing was, this is redemption time, because the last time I was here, I didn't do well on the acting challenges. I didn't know where my cameras were. I didn't know how to play to the camera. So I'm going to make sure that I get it, and I get it good this time, okay? I am here for it. And she did. She did really, really well in the commercial, and she looked cute, too. She looked really cute. I think Yara was getting on the judges' nerves a little bit. It's like she was getting on her team's nerves a little bit, but you know. Then we had Scarlett, Kylie, and Eureka. And they were going to actually exorcise the exorcist out of your body. And I mean, it was a clear concept. I just wasn't entertained by the commercial. Somebody else may have been very entertained. It was very, they had the whole exorcism thing. So Eureka was on the bed thrashing around with stuff hanging out her mouth as if, she was being exorcised. I mean? Like, I wasn't entertained by it. That just, that's for my personal taste. Now, was it a well done commercial? Sure. Yeah. And Eureka took over. Eureka did what she does and was definitely the center of attention. Then we had the last group. They were Team Rent a Queen. Now, Silky made the kiss of death mistake. When Silky left her season, there was a lot of criticism of Silky. There was a lot of hate of Silky. Even among us reviewers, we were up and down, a lot of us, for Silky. And on the outside, she let it roll off her back. But on the inside, she internalized a lot of it. And so she came back for All Stars, and in her mind, this is redemption. I saw what people didn't like the last time. I don't want people walking away with that impression of me this time. And I'm going to give them something different. I'm going to give them a different way of seeing Silky. So when the team got together and they got in their groups, she felt like their commercial was too busy. It was too much going on. It was way too busy. But because part of the criticism of her last time was that she took over, she was too, her voice was too much. She kind of sat back and didn't say anything. She kind of let it go. And as a result of her letting it go, when it got time for them to film the commercial, that's exactly what happened. She had 3 or 4 lines. They had all these costume changes. She ended up losing a couple of her lines because she couldn't change the costume fast enough. And at the end of the day, she was not happy with her performance. She felt like she had fallen into the background. She felt like she wasn't vocal enough. And you could see that she was really very much in her own head. Even when you go back to the first episode with the talent show, she said that her singing This Little Light of Mine was not her original talent. And so she was sort of thrown off because whatever she had planned to do, she was told she couldn't do. And so that was sort of her backup. And that's why you just didn't get a chance. You didn't feel like she was all in on that singing This Little Light of Mine moment. So anyway, their commercial, it was cute. It actually wasn't it actually was my second favorite, but again, it was very busy. Akira was in her head, Silky was in her head, that kind of thing. So the runway was the redemption runway. Everybody was able to take whatever their most, negatively critiqued look or biggest regret look-wise from their season and able to sort of reimagine it and redo it for the runway. So first we had Kylie, and she had done Lady Gaga for her Snatch Game, and so she redid her Lady Gaga. It was cute, very upscale. It was a whole pink thing. She had the makeup, the hair. It was very Gaga, very Gaga. Scarlett redid her entrance look. She had this whole painting. It was very flowy. It wasn't a caftan, but it was very flowy, like with a cape type thing. And she was a biscotti of the little angel. Y'all know the picture when you see it. Anyway, it was nice. I did enjoy Scarlett's outfit. Eureka redid her faux fur look from, I think, the All-Star season that she was on. I just felt like it was the same damn outfit. Like, I feel like Eureka wears the same damn outfits all the time. Not every single one, but Eureka will give you a very loud bodysuit with a color block in a minute. And I feel like that's what it was. But it was cute, Raja, I think, did the best job of updating hers, or one of the best jobs, because she did her farm to runway look, which is the look she got eliminated on, and it was cute. I definitely saw where she took the elements and reimagined it, and it was really nice. Pandora did the Team Unity look. It was okay. Jan did her promo look, where she came out in like a sparkly sweatsuit, and she basically took the sparkly sweatsuit and turned it into a gown. Trinity K. Bonet, she redid her promo look. Her promo look was very goth, very Elvira type, and she definitely amped that up and gave us a whole situation, with the dark makeup and everything. I thought she did a good job with that. Yara, she redid her promo look as well. And hers was cute. It was like a bodysuit with one leg out with the whole lace situation, a lot of jewelry. It was cute. I thought she did a good job. Ginger did the future of drag. It was like a silver bodysuit with like these, what they call them, like Audrey Magini pants kind of thing going. It was sort of a miss for me. Silky redid her disco look. Now, let me say this. I liked the look, but it didn't connect to the first look, other than the fact that it was sparkly. The first look was blue, and it was like a bodysuit kind of thing. The second look was red, and it was like this gown. And Silky looked good, but I didn't really see the connection. And Ross said the same thing as the judge. She was like, you look good. I don't see the connection to your first look, but you do look good. So, kind of with that. So like I said, we saw all of the looks. Oh, I'm sorry. Last and not least was Akira. She did her caftan. Remember when they had to do the caftan look? Ross was like, girl, that is not a caftan. Like, I don't know what you think it is. I don't know what you thought it was, but it was not a caftan. So she redid her caftan, and it was very much a caftan look, honey. So they go through the commercials, and like I said, I kind of already gave you my critique on the commercials. And the winner was, oh, so sorry. The winner was Drag Fixers with Raja, Yara, Trinity, and Pandora Box. And Trinity was the top queen. So go ahead, Miss Trinity, from the bottom to the top. Here we go. And so, of course, they were all safe. They got to leave the stage. So then the judges gave critiques down the line. And, like I said, I already told you that their critique of Silky was that she sort of just kind of lost in all of that. And they let her speak. And I'm sure it was edited down, because it didn't come off. I heard what she was saying, and basically she was like, listen, I came on here knowing how I was seen and perceived the first time around, and I just want to really make sure, that wasn't me this time around, and I feel like maybe I overcorrected too much, and I kind of lost myself in it. Akira was nervous. They spoke on that. They didn't like Ginger's outfit, but that was pretty much, they said she did a great job with the performance, but they did not like her outfit. Who else? I think that was it. Scarlett, Kylie, and Eureka, they pretty much were just there. The bottom group was Ginger, Akira, Jan, and Silky's group. Jan didn't really get that much of a critique, and Ginger, they didn't really like Ginger's outfit, but that was pretty much it. It pretty much came down to Akira and Silky for the most part. So when they went backstage, they immediately, so Ru said all y'all in the bottom. So basically, the ladies could vote from all four of the team members. It wasn't two, it was four people they could choose from. And basically, they came backstage and they immediately started pleading their cases. And Trinity was feeling some kind of way about that, because Trinity was like, hold up. Do they not see me sitting here? And it reminds me of that whole little thing of Medea and talking about, you see me, I see you, you see me, we see each other, that kind of thing. Well, that was Mimi. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. But she had to kind of let them know, wait a minute. When Yara won, it was praises for Yara. When whoever won last week, when she won, it was praises. Now, as this week, it's my win. I've never won before. I've never been the top queen. In my season, I was the bottom at the beginning of the first episode, and there's no praise for me. There's no congratulations, you did a good job. It's y'all immediately came in about saving yourselves, and it became a very personal thing. And she said, now y'all might feel some kind of way about that, but honestly, I'm in my feelings a little bit. Like, you know, it's like nothing for me. All of a sudden, it's all about you. And I think part of it is because, I mean, and she was right, and they did, you know, give her praise. But I think part of it was two things. One, it was a group challenge, and people always feel some kind of way when it's a group challenge. Two, it was 4 instead of 2. So you got 4 people that feel like they got to plead their case. But she was right. You know, give her flowers, honey. Give her flowers. And like I said, the ladies pretty much said everything I've already said. Silky admitted she was in her head. Akira was like, listen, I was in my head, but I ain't ready to go home. And Akira and Silky are friends outside of this. So once again, we were in that situation of who you gonna vote for. I feel like Akira voted for Silky, and I feel like Silky voted for Akira. So if that's the case, it's even, you know, listen, fair exchange. Ain't never been no robbery, so you can't be mad at me. I can't be mad at you. We knew how the game was gonna go. We get on stage for the lip sync assassin moment, and the screen goes up, and there's nobody behind the screen, and everybody is standing there like, well, what the heck? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Laganja Estranja flying through the air into a full-on split, honey. Here go Trinity. That first stunt don't count. Okay? Like, that first stunt don't even do me. Don't even do me. But I hate to be the one to tell you, Trinity, it did not matter. That first stunt, whether it counted or not, it was already in people's hands. It was nothing you could do about it. Trinity gave us a good lip sync, but baby, Laganja Estranja was all over that damn stage. She was flipping, twirling, twisting, turning, and the song was Let's Get Physical. And I missed the artist because it's not a song I'm familiar with, but I'm sure y'all will tell me in the comments. Ultimately, Laganja wins the lip sync, and the lipstick in her shirt that the ladies voted for was for Silky. It was a very emotional goodbye. Silky was, you know, we didn't get a lot of crying out of Silky her first season. It was very much, can't nobody touch me, can't nobody do nothing to me, I'm ready, I'm here, ain't nothing you can say to me. But she definitely wore her heart on her sleeve this time. And I hated to see her go so soon, but I definitely understood it in the moment. You know. But with that being said, that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.